Is there any pushback against the independent contractor classification, or is everyone fine with no benefits and eternal servitude?
Yeah. Actually, that was one of the things that I tackled in my first year when I got here. Just getting everybody into the correct classification and sorting everybody's benefits out. And Astrid wasn't really happy about that. She said, and I quote, it was very, very bad for our bottom line. But I'm not playing no games with misclassification, and I told her right then and there, we're either making this right for everyone, or you can go out and find yourself another HR. And now, when I think of it, the unholy matron wasn't even here at the time. She got in a little bit later. She would have been pissed.
What do you think was the one single most important improvement you've made to the processes around here?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Actually, yeah. So even though I did revamp a lot of things around here, one thing in particular comes to mind, and it's actually like a very simple step that I've added to the onboarding process, and that is now we email the black door password to the new recruits ahead of time, like a day or two before. And the reason for that is we had Armbjorn actually welcome the new recruits on their first day, wait for them outside the door, tell them the password, give them a tour of the sanctuary, yada yada. But on two separate occasions, Armbjorn actually overslept, so he wasn't there, waiting for them at the agreed upon time, and that meant that the new recruit just kind of hung around and just waited outside the door for a little while. The problem with that is that there are actually spriggans lurking in the bushes around the black door. And yeah, a couple of the new recruits actually got maimed pretty badly by the spriggans. And it ended up being a massive, workers' comp case. So I just looked at all that paperwork and I was like, is it really, that much of a security issue if I just email them the password 24 hours ahead of time and they can just get in and be safe before they start their onboarding? And yeah, that we literally had no incidents ever since I started doing that. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that one.
What's the weirdest special request you've seen attached to a contract?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we usually get those special requests that are just like, be very stealthy, or just make it look like an accident. Sometimes there's like a vampire involved. But the weirdest special request we ever got was framing the target's ghost for the contract. Yeah, yeah. It took weeks to put that together. It was really a team effort, but we made it. Yeah.
How do you feel about the rat problem in the sanctuary?
Oh, we haven't had rats in ages. Let me show you. So this is Nightshade. She's taking care of the rat problem entirely. She's amazing at pest control. So no rats, no skeevers, no spiders, nothing you would expect to see in a place like this. The one problem that we're having with her is that she likes to sneak into the laundry room and sleep on the black hand robes. But we just wash them again, it's fine. Other than that, yeah, she's been amazing. We feed her kibble and, just wet cat food. We top off her water dish with health potions, regularly. But she still really enjoys just wreaking havoc on the local critter population. So I really think she does hunt for sport. Yeah, Sithis smiles upon her. Her kill count is in the triple digits.
And where does Nightshade sleep?
Oh, she naps on the Night Mother's lap, usually.
The sheep purr.
Some people here say that she doesn't purr. She whispers to Sithis in tongues we dare not comprehend. But yeah, she does purr. She doesn't meow, though, and you can't really hear her approaching.
Would you describe Babette as a mentor figure or a terrifying vampire child with unlimited power?
Yeah, the latter for sure. She really is, very kind and very professional, and she's always open to help us out, give some advice, whatever we need. But I really try not to mess with her if I don't have to. She just terrifies me.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Alive, preferably, or
Yeah, yeah, preferably alive, but I'm also hoping to get into middle management, build a team and get some more stuff done around here.
what advice would you give someone looking to join the Dark Brotherhood?
Yeah, so we're currently hiring for our marketing department. So if you have some experience in that area, please apply. And just know that we are a way better workplace than the Morag tongue. That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Is there anything you would change about working here? Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind is that I don't really like this basement office. I would really enjoy a window, but beyond that, I'm good. Yeah.
Let's talk about the incident with the enchanted fork. You don't have to answer, just tell me how you felt.
I thought we agreed not to talk about this.
How do you track all the contracts?
Yeah, that's super easy. We just have the Night Mother submit an Asana form. From there, it all goes into a project, and we just assign it to whoever is light on work that week.
That's the best system?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So we tried relying on the listener, but honestly, he would only show up once every couple of months. And between his visits, everybody would just be sitting around drinking mead, and the pipelines would go stale because nobody was following up. So I just set up the Night Mother with Asana. She was happy to use it, and we got going. Now we have a much better cadence of contract execution and honestly just better revenue as a result. And I actually think the listener might get put on a PIP. So you know what? Check in a couple of weeks and see if we have a new listener.